Спасибо. Уважаемый господин генеральный секретарь, уважаемый господин президент Оланд,
Your Excellency, President Vladimir, heads of state and government, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to address such a representative conference. Climate change has become one of the gravest challenges that humanity is facing. Caused by global warming, hurricanes, floods, droughts, and other anomalies are a source of an ever more tangible economic damage. They destroy the natural, well-established habitat of the humanity. Our ability to successfully address climate change problem will determine the quality of life for all people on the planet, economic growth, and sustainable social development of the whole regions. Russia has been contributing actively to the addressing global warming problem. Our country is taking the lead in terms of reducing energy intensity reduction of our economy. We have reduced it by 33.4% over the period from 2000 up to 2012. After the implementation of the state program Energy Efficiency and the development of the energy sector, we are going to reduce it by another 13.5% by 2020. We have gone beyond our commitments under the Kyoto Protocol. Over the period from 1991 until 2012, Russia not only has prevented the increase of greenhouse gas emissions, it has significantly reduced those emissions. As a result of that, it prevented the emission of 40 billion tons of CO2 equivalent into the atmosphere. As a matter of comparison, the emissions of greenhouse gases of all the countries in 2012 amounted to 46 billion tons. Thus, Russia's efforts have helped us slow down global warming by almost a year. We have significantly reduced greenhouse gas emissions as a result of the economic modernization, development of environmentally clean and energy-saving technologies. At the same time, we have managed to double our GDP. Thus, we have demonstrated that we could ensure economic development and take care of our environment at the same time. It is of principled importance for the new climate agreement to build upon the principles of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. It should be a legally binding agreement. In its implementation, there should be participation of developed and developing countries. This agreement should be comprehensive, effective, and equitable. We fully uphold the long-term goal of the new agreement to limit the growth of global temperature by the end of the 21st century to 2 degrees Celsius. Russia will continue contributing to joint efforts aimed at preventing global warming. By 2030, we are planning to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 70% from 1990 level. We are going to achieve that through the use of breakthrough energy conservation technologies and through the use of new nanotechnologies. For example, Russia has developed the technology of using carbon nanotubes-based additives. According to some experts, these technologies could reduce the emissions of CO2 by 2030 by 180 million tons only in Russia. Naturally, we are standing ready to exchange those technological solutions. The new agreement should reflect the important role of forests as the major source of absorption of greenhouse gases. For Russia, as for a country that possesses enormous forest resources and does a lot to preserve the lungs of the planet, it is of utmost importance. Of principled importance is to provide support to the developing states in their efforts aimed at reducing the emissions of harmful substances. Russia is going to provide financial and any sort of assistance to these countries through various UN mechanisms. In my speech at the 70th session of the UN General Assembly, I have mentioned that we should develop a comprehensive approach to addressing the climate change problem. In this context, let me affirm once again our proposal to convene a scientific forum under the aegis of the United Nations, which would serve the platform to discuss various problems, not only those linked to climate change, but also those linked to depletion of natural resources and degradation of the human habitat. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that through concerted efforts we would be able to develop a new climate agreement that would replace the Kyoto Protocol, that would serve the interests of all the states and peoples after 2020. I thank you for your attention.